Okay, I know I've done nothing but microphone videos. This is the last one, I promise. The last one. But I wanted to roll through all the different budgets that you guys gave. And this is really the budget of the budget microphones. So no, the microphone is not boomed above me. The microphone is actually pinned to my shirt. And this is a lavalier microphone. This is a very small lapel lavalier microphone that you normally would clip on somewhere in the vicinity of your chest to capture your subject's voice while they're speaking. Normally it would go under the clothes. I have it above the clothes right now, but that's because this wire is not very long and I needed to get at least a 4-foot distance away from my camera. But normally it should go, the wire should absolutely be hidden under your subject's clothes. This is the microphone that I used for the first several of my videos. And to show how much I didn't know, I did not use the wire underneath my shirt. I wasn't even that pressed for space. I could have done it, I just didn't know to do it. Thank goodness the wire's black and the shirt that I wore was black, so it really wasn't obvious to anyone except for me, thank goodness. But for 12 bucks, and by the way, this is a $12 lavalier microphone. It is called the YouMic, and you can purchase it for $11.99 on Amazon. I want to say that when I purchased this microphone a few years ago, I think it was even less expensive then. I think it was under $10. I didn't want to spend a huge budget on the microphone because I wasn't sure how this whole YouTube thing was going to turn out for me. I didn't want to make a huge investment into all of this gear until I believed that the YouTube channel was doing a real service for my company, and it absolutely did. And from there, I just kept increasing my budget for gear, made little improvements here and there until I built a really good studio with some really good studio equipment. But like I said, along the way, I've made some really poor buying choices, some very unfortunate purchases, and a lot of the stuff went back. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff didn't go back because either I just didn't have a chance to try it before that 30-day time was up with Amazon, or you know, things happen in life and you use it a couple of times and then it fails you and you're always past like that 30-day window. So that stinks. But anyway, I am going to tell you all of the mistakes I made. This way you don't make them. So if you're not exactly sure about your YouTube channel and you want to start with a very small budget for some of your things, and you want to start with the microphone, and by the way, this microphone absolutely, or a microphone, should be your absolute first purchase, because people can tolerate a poor quality picture, because a lot of people watch YouTube on iPads or their phones, and you know how small the phone screen is, really not that big, but they begin to tune out if the audio is not good, or if it's crackly, or you can't hear properly what the person is saying. People will automatically switch the video. So that's why it's so important to get a good and decent microphone as the very first piece of equipment that you get for your studio. So let's say even if you're just beginning to film with your smartphone, this is absolutely going to work for your smartphone. So you would just clip this onto your shirt or whatever you have. If you have your lab coat on, clip it onto your lab coat, run it underneath your lab coat, have it come out the bottom, and you can plug it directly into your phone. And if you're using a selfie stick, you know, people won't even see. You just can film yourself and speak and look directly into the camera, and people may not even realize that you're using a lavalier microphone, just as long as you have a strong narrative. You know what you're saying, you have a message that you want people to hear, you know, even just introducing yourself and telling them what you do and all of the services that you perform at your office, just engage with them. Let them know how you can help them. And a lot of people will tune in to listen. So the only thing you have to be careful with the lavalier microphone is that you don't have things rubbing on it. So right now it's pinned to my shirt, and I'm not sure if my hair is rubbing on it or if my shirt is rubbing on it a weird way. And you know, you get that scratchy kind of like noise and you don't know how it actually, that's annoying. That is super annoying, I know. So just make sure that when you have the lavalier microphone pinned to yourself, that your hair is not necessarily dangling on it, or that you're not wearing jewelry that could potentially brush up on it, or that a different part of your shirt or your lab coat might be brushing up on it, because it can be annoying. That scratchy sound can be super annoying. So that's it, guys. These are all the different budgets I've covered. So this guy is just over $10. We hit a microphone that was for $40. I spoke about the Deity VMic D3 microphone, which was $99. I didn't have that one in studio. I had her big sister, the VMic D3 Pro. That's the other video that I did. So, and that one was for $199. So I went through a lot of different price points. And as you can see, all of them delivered really good audio. And that needs to be the main focus of your channel. Having really good, solid audio and engaging with your audience and connecting with them and delivering the message that you want them to hear. Why is it that they should spend their time listening to you? What is it you can deliver? How can you help? So as long as you have all of those bases covered, like that's some little thing. I know. As long as you have that covered, you know, it doesn't matter what your picture is going to look like. You can absolutely film it with your phone. People will still absolutely tune in as long as they like what you're saying and they like the way that you say it, meaning that you have good audio and a good message. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me here today. And until next time, wear your sunblock. Oh, and next time is when we're going to start breaking out some of the big guns. So I'm going to start talking about the different lighting and how you need to diffuse lighting. So if you watched my earlier videos, I really could have used a lesson on diffuse lighting myself. Oof, when I look at those earlier videos, oof.